Hey, good morning, everybody. Yes, me adding moving parts. Isn't that great? Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But I think it's really going to look cool and everything. And that song was nice. But I'm going to loop it for tomorrow so we can actually hear the whole song. Wanted to mention this week's weekly featured sponsor, which is Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. If you're having any issues with the recent weather, you had plumbing issues, you had pipes bursting, give them a call or give them a check on the internet there at southernairnow.com and they will get you set up, get you fixed up. And, we just appreciate all our sponsors around here. So if you ever see those logos out there, you see the Igloo Roofing logo, go get you an Igloo roof if you are so inclined. Buckets, crawfish, and seafood. I mean, come on, they got creative and had a little fun the other day on the Facebook page, and we just appreciate them all. Want you to appreciate them all. And yeah, that's it. All right, take a look out there. 38 degrees, winds 10 miles an hour. We have hard freeze warnings, and we have wind chill advisories. I'll show you where those line up in just a second. Currently, though, we are all safely above freezing here from about 36 in Winfield to 45 in Oakdale. It is cold out there, chilly, I guess. We're going to get cold tonight when lows could hit the teens in some spots. But for today, we're looking for a high of about 48. Clear skies, everything's calm, everything's normal, right? No, that's all going to change also. Coming up later in the forecast, you know where I'm going with this. It's going to rain a lot, and we will talk about that in just a bit. But for now, future temperatures today up into the upper 40s. I think we stay below 50 in the area, maybe some 50s down along I-10. And then overnight tonight, lows drop back to around 20. This would typically be one of those things where I'm saying, hey, this could be as cold as we get all year, but we were 12 degrees just a few days ago. So we're not going to get that cold, but it is cold enough for that hard freeze warning criteria. Winter alerts. This is a wind chill advisory for the parishes and counties that are highlighted here. And yeah, we're going to see wind chills down in the single digits possibly as we get winds to continue tonight with the frost and freeze warning, hard freeze warning. This covers the whole state, I think. I think it goes all the way down south of I-10. But hard freeze warning once again. So if you escaped and did not have busted pipes earlier this week, well, hopefully, this one's not going to be as bad, but that doesn't mean that we can't see some issues with overnight lows in some spots down in the teens. So it is going to be cold, but you knew that. Now, Futurecast, this is where things get really interesting. A hard freeze, yes, that can cause problems, but it's not like it's the height of something interesting that's happening in the meteorological world. There you go. We have nothing this weekend, thankfully, because we'll be below freezing. But look at this. Whenever we see these yellows and oranges on the GFS model especially, that means we're going to have some heavy rain in the area. And this model, I've been showing it as a single model run because it's been incredibly consistent. So let's go ahead and take a look through this and see if we have any changes. And I think there is a subtle little change in here that could be kind of subtly, sort of little bit of good. But you see wave 1, wave 2 on Tuesday. We're not timing these out exactly just yet, but just to give you an idea, just repeated waves of moderate to heavy to very heavy rainfall, and that keeps going through Thursday. But look what happens here. Initially, we're saying Monday through Friday, maybe Saturday. There is at least some hope that this isn't going to be quite as organized as we had later, like Friday or Saturday. So the GFS kind of takes this and scatters things out, keeps rain in the forecast, but maybe not that concentrated, crazy, heavy rainfall that we're going to see from Monday to Thursday. And yes, there will be breaks. You saw those waves coming through, so it's not like we're going to see a continual heavy rain for 5 days or whatever. In fact, this is good news too. The severe threat for Tuesday, when I think we will start to see at least a little bit of a severe threat, it's not to the threshold where the Storm Prediction Center is highlighting any areas here. So they still have not highlighted any of the days. I don't think that means we're at 0% here, but below a 15% chance for severe storms in the area. That's at least, at least we're not dealing with both. Sometimes we'll deal with the flood threat and the severe weather threat. In this case, I think the rain is the big star of the show, and then the severe weather kind of plays second fiddle. And boy, do we need the rain. In the past year, these numbers are what we've seen here, about 60 to 70, maybe 80% down there near Lake Charles of what we typically see. And when you're in an area like this that sees about 60 inches of rain, and let's say you're 30% off that, what's the math? About 18 inches short. I didn't look. I should have seen what the exact total was, but we are many inches short on what we have here with the rainfall. So we need rain. We don't need it to fall the way it's going to fall, but it looks like we are going to do some drought crushing over the area for the next several days. Well, not the next couple of days, but then Monday through at least Thursday. Thursday, probably Friday, but it looks like we're going to see things kind of tamping down as we get toward the weekend. But before that, we got new colors here. We got purple showing up. So 4 to 8 inches of rain. That's your general forecast there. I think we're going to see some spots that are going to go well over 10 inches in this. It's just tough to kind of, put that exactly where we're going to see that stripe of heavier rain. But this is going to cause some rivers to flood. This is going to cause other rivers to get back to where they should be. This is going to fill up Bulow. This is going to do all kinds of things that are positive, but it's also, again, going to bring us that threat for flooding. So we are going to be watching this closely in the Cenla Weather Center. That would be Tom Konvicka and I. And let me make sure I take the right thing off. There we go. I have more buttons to push now. Rain chances really pick up Monday. I think the flood potential starts to sneak in by Tuesday and Wednesday as we get into round 2 and 3 and 4. Rain chances 80%. At some point, these are going to get to 100%. I just, again, we want to time it out properly, but I could see these jumping up toward 100% very quickly. And Thursday down to around 60%. So Monday through at least early Thursday, that's what we're looking for your big, this is when we're going to get 3 or 4 waves of this to come through. And then we just have to wait and see because we're beyond the forecast period to get into the specifics. And that's why we say that, when you get that far out, it is tough to say exactly what's going to happen. If we do see another heavy round of rain for Friday and for Saturday, well, that flood potential gets extended way out there. So, lots of rain is on the way, and we are going to most certainly see some big totals out of this. It looks like low end 3-4 inches. High end, we're above 10. So beyond this now, January 27th to February 2nd, it looks like we stay warm. I don't know if we stay quite as warm as we're going to see in that window when all that rain's falling, because we're going to see consistently lows in the mid to upper 50s, highs in the 60s to near 70. But we do keep above normal precip in the forecast, and this is typical of an El Nino year. It's kind of relentless like this. We get all this rainfall to come into the area, and sometimes it's too much of a good thing. So I think we're going to, we're going to do away with the drought. At least most of the drought. We're still in a D4 in parts of the area, which is incredible because we've been there for 5 months. This has hammered the agriculture community. This is a big reason why crawfish prices are so high, because we didn't have a lot of rainfall. We had that intense drought for so long, and we had all that heat out there. So we're going to fix problems, but we're going to fix them a little too well. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to try all my new stuff here, so let's go ahead and do it. I'm going to turn down my mic, and then I'm going to make some magic happen. I'll see you back here tomorrow.